going on? It's G5 Jett. Welcome to my channel, How of Life, Living Elevated. So if you haven't seen the intro, the first actual video on this channel, I talk about what I like to call the top 5 life hacks: mental health, self-awareness, healing, recovery, and freedom. So since this is like the official first episode, that's what I'm going to be going over today. So I'm not going to, take too much of your time. We're just going to go ahead and dive right into it. So when it comes to mental health, one of the biggest things I've learned personally in my life, and especially that I can really utilize in this crazy time right now that we're living in, and shout out to Paul Santisi for this, I learned that you have to give somebody permission to make you feel bad. You see what I'm saying? But even before you can get to somebody else, it all starts with yourself. Now I remind myself this all the time. What's your self-talk like? What do you say to yourself? I hear people talking about, well, I ain't got this, and I ain't got that, and I'm broke, and I ain't got no money, and I'm such and such. But you constantly talking in the black. You see what I'm saying? When it comes to law of attraction, you're actually pushing what you so-called want away because you're talking about what you don't want. So mental health is just basically being aware of that. Especially, and it is hard in this world because we're in this controlled type of environment no matter where you go to a certain extent. So we use a lot of the ego a lot. You see what I'm saying? So basically the healthy mental health part about it is just being able to control that to a higher degree than someone who's not so-called aware of their thoughts and who they are and who they want to become and the type of people that they would like to associate with. And that's okay because it's all learning experience. We all have our certain times of awareness. You know what I'm saying? Just like when people wake up in the morning, not everybody's alarm clock goes off at the same time. You see what I'm saying? So this channel is not me even telling you what to do in your life or what you need to be doing and telling you what you need to hear and all of that. I'm just here to assist. So if there's other like-minded people and open-minded people to even further what they have going on in life in a positive way, then, I'm all for that. And hopefully you are, feeling the same. And that's why you're watching that, you're watching this video, and I appreciate that, real tough. So to me, that's just the biggest thing. It's just the self-talk and you not allowing anything on the outside govern your internal condition. To me, that's the healthiest way to approach life and the healthiest way to think. And don't be open-minded. You see what I'm saying? Someone who maybe think outside of the box. And if you're watching this channel, maybe you're one of those people. Oh, well, he must be out his mind. Because, the way he thinks is just not right. I wasn't raised that way. I was taught to believe in this, and that's it. So anyone who's talking outside of what I believe, then it just don't make no sense. I'm not able to accept that. That's not how I was raised. But we live in a different time now, and now we can actually recover, you see what I'm saying, and heal, through life and certain things we've been through. And that's the next topic I want to get on, is the healing. We all have certain type of emotional wounds through life, whether it's childhood, going through school, even becoming an adult. We have all these expectations. You need to graduate with this grade point average. This is school I would like for you to go to. Make sure you get married at this certain age, and you have to have a kid at this time, and this how many. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna even come up with the name. Anything outside of that, you're being rebellious because you're not doing what I want you to do. And it's like, hold on, I came to this planet for a reason. I have a life purpose. Maybe it's not to do exactly what you want me to do. You know what I'm saying? What about what I like? Have you asked me who I would like to become and how maybe you can help out with that? And if you don't, that's okay. But at least, let me have that freedom to really just figure out what life is all about and what I would like to do. And then the healing part is also where it's, instead of, like what I used to do, point the finger, like, man, I can't believe somebody did that to me. I can't believe they had the nerve to do that. It's their fault, the reason I feel like this. And I'm like, hold on, no, I gotta take 100% responsibility of how I feel about myself. I'm not gonna put it into somebody else's hands where, one day they like you and the next day they don't. See, that's the type of relationship I just don't accept. You either love me 100% or you don't wanna have nothing to do with me. And to me, that's just a healthy way to approach a relationship. That's gonna help with healing. 'Cause a lot of us give so much power to somebody. Man, I'm just so much in love with them that, if they left, I don't know what I'd do. I would die. I don't know how I would be able to live on with my life, but when we take that power back, now we're able to focus on what type of relationship we would like to have. Therefore, an even healthier relationship, like I learned in my past. A lot of my relationships didn't work out because I wasn't doing what I love to do. I wasn't aware of who I was and who I wanted to become. So it was no way I was able to give my all, no matter how good the intentions were. But that's okay. So that's just the healing process. And then, when it comes to the recovery, just understand, like I said, emotional wounds. Sometimes from generation to generation, we're raised a certain way, but maybe our parents might have been through certain things that maybe they don't want to talk about, that might make them treat you in a certain way maybe you don't want to be treated. So you have all types of different people and backgrounds and education levels, and a lot of people who deal with things differently is because of things we go through. So, something undesirable pops up and, I might get a text from somebody who might not be so desirable in what they say, or I might hear somebody say something about me or something like that. I just let them know, that it's none of my business how you feel about me. If you like me, man, that's cool. That's real cool. And if you don't, that's okay too. So either way, it's perfect. Because as long as I love myself 100%, then that's okay. So when you're able to send that love to a parent or a family member or a friend or, anyone who might, come at you left, you might not think that's right, just send love to that person because, obviously they're dealing with something that we don't know about. If they're open up to speak about it and maybe that'll help them heal, then that's okay. But the main thing that I learned when it comes to recovery is I literally picture a contract that I have with someone that I no longer want to have a relationship with because they're not helping me elevate. If you're not helping me elevate, then you're a distraction. So I literally just see a contract of me ripping up the contract that I have with that person. Any type of resentment, any type of anger, all those emotions that's not serving me, I literally just let those go with that person. And that's how you're able to have a healthy mental health, self-awareness, healing, recovery, freedom. So when we speak on freedom, exactly who do you want to become? Like what makes you feel like jumping out the bed in the morning? If you don't know what that is, well, I suggest maybe, something that works for me is just listening to meditation, spending time with yourself. You don't have to be going out all the time. Well, can't nobody really do that right now because it's quarantine and all that, but, you don't need to be hanging out with friends all the time, man. Like I said, this channel is not about me telling you what to do. I just only talk about things that work for me, that I've seen had a positive effect. Even Tupac said the real don't really have a lot of friends because they don't put up with the phony shit. You see what I'm saying? They can only put up with so much. And therefore, people already know how to approach you. Well, man, I ain't even gonna call G5 about this because I already know he ain't even trying to hear that. And thank you. That's exactly the truth. If it's something that's not helping me elevate or something positive or putting a plan together to do something that's going to help me move forward in my life or something like that, then it's really not really too much to talk about. You see what I'm saying? But if it's something that you love to do and, you have certain admirations and all of that, you decide to talk to me about it, then I'm all in. I kind of went straight to the healing and I kind of skipped the self-awareness part, but basically those top 5, they all just coincide. You see what I'm saying? They all just tie into one. So that's just the basis of what this channel is going to be about. I can feel where you're coming from and maybe you can feel where I'm coming from, regardless of your religious beliefs and the way you was raised. That has nothing to do with it. I'm not here to talk about religion. Really, all religion is just a belief. No one is saying that it's true. It just means that you believe it is. That's why they call it faith. You see what I'm saying? But when you love yourself 100% and you know how to go within, then you will find out exactly who you are. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have to worry about a half a truth from somebody, because to me, there's no such thing as 99.9% being down with something. Like I was talking about earlier, I would love someone to choose to be 100% down with me, 100% not. That's an easy decision if you are coming off authentic, if your intentions are clear and you know exactly what type of relationship you would like to have. And I didn't know this at first, obviously. So therefore, now I am self-aware of what I love to do in my life and who I want to become. So now my next relationship is going to be a lot easier, because I will choose to also have that type of person who's like-minded. She's doing exactly what she loves to do. So therefore we can have more love for each other in a more healthy relationship. You know what I'm saying? Able to leave the past in the past. And then if a girl say, well, you had to go through all that. How do you know I'm the one? Well, I had to go through all that to get to you. So everybody come across our path for a reason, for a lesson or a blessing. So just wanted to go over, that real quick. Those top 5 hacks, like I was mentioning in life, once you get those tightened up and clarify each one on how it works for you, then you're going to be taking off. Y'all have a cool one out there. I'm G5 and I'm about to take off. And remember, life is a game. So play the game to win. Peace.